Hey, I'm the Wolfman here today for Barefoot Bushcraft, and I am going to do a review of the 82 Pattern Canadian Rucksack. Now, of course, many bushcrafters, outdoor people, hikers, campers, we go through dozens of packs in our outdoor time trying to find the perfect pack for us. And packs range in price, of course, from $20 all the way up to $2,000 and more, depending on what kind of quality and what kind of features and options that you want. And it's always really challenging to find the perfect pack. And what happens is you end up having 20 packs laying around your house that you spend tons and tons of money on and trying to decide which one will work. So the 82 Pattern is a military issue pack, which of course was issued in 1982. It was so well loved by the Canadian Forces that we used it all the way up into the mid-2000s, so 2005, 2006, when they started to be surplused for different equipment. So I'm wearing the pack right now. It's got a ton of modifications that you can do to it. So I'll give you a quick turnaround here, and you can sort of see what the pack looks like from the other side. And so you can see what it looks like when it's on. It has a bunch of modifications to it. So let's go through the basic pack itself, what kind of features it's got, and see if this is something that would work for you. All right, so this here is the front of the 82 Pattern pack. The 82 Pattern pack was, of course, designed in 1982 for the Canadian Armed Forces. It is available in civilian markets. It was used a very, very long time. It was used from 1982 all the way up into the mid-2000s, telling you that it was a remarkable pack. Many people who served in the military and carried these packs will tell you how much they love them and how great they were if you are a military-sized medium. If you are a little on the smaller side or a little on the bigger side, these packs won't fit you. So make sure if you find one at a local surplus store that you try it on before you buy it, because they can run in the neighborhood of about $200 for a good quality one. So the original packs, they were made out of a kind of a rubberized material, like a rubberized cotton material, very waterproof but a little heavier. The newer ones, like this one that was made in the late 90s and early 2000s, this one here was purchased with and created with a Cordura nylon. So it's going to be a really nice long-lasting pack. So taking a look at the pack itself, you'll do notice that it stands up nicely because it has a frame inside, but we'll get to that shortly. So it has 3 pockets, one large one here for medical kit or whatever it was built for, and these 2 side pockets which were originally designed to hold canteens. So you could, of course, you can use them for whatever you wish, but that's sort of the original setup. Almost like a British Bergen style with the 2 pouches on the side. So it's a good system. This is the original clip right there on the side, and so you have to kind of feed it through like a belt loop to get these undone. There's an easy way to modify that, which we will talk about in another video, but it sort of weaves its way through, right, on that clip. So to put it on like this, then you have to put it through like this and give it a good pull. Again, the new modification to them is to put the Lobster clasp on them. So this side has the Lobster clip, so it's easy to remove like that. And of course this one here is the original one. Like I said, again, what you have to do is you have to kind of peel it off like that to get into it. They're a little sturdier and harder wearing, but they're not as quick to get into. So it's sort of personal choice if that's like your thing. So we'll start talking here about the lid. So you can get to the outside. There's a pocket in here for, nowadays you would use them for keys or whatever you need to get at really quickly, right? So it has a zipper right there, and then of course I can get into my pocket. It's a good size, right? Can hold lots of great stuff. The cool thing about this, for whatever reason they designed it, is on the inside right there you can get into the pocket. So if the pack is open and off your back, you can get into it really quickly, or like I said, you can open it from this side and you can kind of climb all the way through it there if that's what you want, if that's what you need to do. It's kind of a cool feature on it, and I do kind of like the way that was built, right? And I guess it has like a mess set in it, which is kind of cool because I've hiked about 200 kilometers in this pack and I didn't know this was in here. I guess I got a free bonus when I bought the thing. How cool is that? Anyways, so inside here, your first thing is it has inside the pack, it has a pouch right there. Now this pouch is deceivingly large. It looks huge, but it's only about that deep. It's only like 20 centimeters deep. And the reason is originally the radio would have gone into this, so when you were carrying your radio in the field, and then you have these two zippers here, right there. So what would happen here is your antennas and your radio mic would come out these. So it is it's easy to fix this, but right from the factory, if no one has modified it, it will only be just about that deep. Won't be that deep in there. So I guess you could put, like, you know, clothes or food or whatever in there. It doesn't matter, I guess. It's up to you. And then the rest of the pack, of course, has lots and lots of space in here. There's wood and stuff, and you can see it goes quite deep in here. It's great. Going to carry all your clothes, all your food, all your supplies, pretty much anything that you're going to require for a 2 to 3 days backpacking trip. Again, I've put probably 120, 200 kilometers on this pack, and it is fantastic. So that's kind of the face of the pack. So what makes this pack special and different from a good lot of the civilian packs that's on the market is basically when you flip it around. So the pack is built to be 100% totally modular. So as soon as you flip it around and look on this side, you can see that this is where it sort of falls apart compared to a civilian pack. So right here, you've got like a steel wire mesh frame. It almost looks and feels like the material that shopping trolleys or shopping buggies or carts are made out of. And it's sort of a bit of a concave or convex, I suppose, depending on which way you're looking at it. So it's designed that when your back sits in here, it has an airflow that passes through it. So the bulk of the pack is this metal frame right here. If you go to buy one of these used, make sure that all your frame rails are attached. You don't want any of them like unwelded or wrecked from people wrecking, standing on them, whatever happens. Then you have a back pad that goes on here, and this back pad just simply supports and protects your back when you're wearing it. And then normally when it comes, it will have a 2-inch wide buckle, either metal if they're fairly old, or one of the new plastic lobster claw style buckles that connect here, and it's just a buckle there. This has had some modifications to it, but we'll talk about those in another video. So once you've got your back pad, you've got your frame, you've got this is called the carry yoke. So this is actually the straps of your pack that go into this kind of like a horseshoe shaped thing here. So this connects onto the pack and you see it's loose a little. So what that does is allow airflow to get into the pack between the pack itself and your back, giving you some ventilation. You can also replace these piece by piece. I don't know if you have ever had like the best pack in the world that you love so much, and then out of nowhere one component breaks and it's really hard to repair. So you could basically take these straps and toss them and put new ones on. Same with this. You could take them, put a new one on. Same with the pack itself. You could take the pack, remove it, and put a different one on if you needed to. So it has a lot of really great features. Again, I love a pack with a frame for multiple reasons. If I have anything big or sharp in my, or misweighted in my pack, it's going to kind of twist and shake a conventional pack without a frame. But with this frame, everything just pulls on the frame and evens the weight out in my body. As well, I have on the front of mine, I have carabiners here because I have dogs, so the dogs will start tugging on this frame, and the tugging goes to my frame, the tugging does not go to my back and hurt my back. But all in all, this is a beautiful pack, and I love this thing. I've put a bunch of kilometers on it, and it hasn't let me down. So that kind of gives you a little bit of background about the pack, where it came from. All the inspiration and information on this video came from Tell at Oshawa Bushcraft. He has a YouTube channel, Facebook page, all kinds of great stuff. He was my inspiration for purchasing this pack, so thank you, Tell, for that. And this is a cool thing. I will put some information about Oshawa Bushcraft right there. There we go. So you've got that. You can visit them. So yeah, thank you very much for watching this video. It's got a great frame. If you can get one in good, fine condition, they're a fantastic pack that will last you many, many years, potentially. Give it to your children if you take good care of it. I'm the Wolfman for Barefoot Bushcraft. Thank you for watching, and please consider subscribing.